Hello, puzzlers! I thought maybe we could start with a mini puzzle, a little appetizer. And it is this. What do these words have in common? Ringo, Bruno, and Freddie. I'll give you a little hint. They are all musicians. 2 of them end with O, not 3, but 2 of them. But they also share something else. Ringo, Bruno, and Freddie. They share something a little cosmic, perhaps. The answer and more puzzling goodness when we return. Hello, and welcome back to the Hello Puzzlers podcast, the noble patron in your puzzle renaissance art studio. I'm your host, AJ Jacobs, and I'm with, of course, Chief Puzzle Officer Greg Pliska. Greg, before the break, we asked this riddle. What do these words have in common? Ringo, Bruno, and Freddie. Do you have any theories?
Well, I'm surprised you didn't put Eartha Kitt on the list.
There were other. Let's talk about other options.
Or Venus Williams. Moment. Would have been an obvious.
Well, does she sing? Maybe she does.
Well, no, she doesn't sing. Eartha Kitt, you could put in the singer category, but Venus Williams probably not you never know. They're all people with planetary or celestial surnames.
Right. Astronomical objects. Ringo Starr, even with the double R. Bruno Mars and Freddie Mercury. Mm-hmm. As Greg mentioned, there's also the Eartha with the first name. Ziggy Stardust, I thought of. Okay, Bill Haley and the Comets. A little different, right. But in the genre. My only segue from this puzzle to our guest is that
he's to know what the connection.
I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious. He's a superstar. He is a superstar.
Like, I don't think there's anything named Broussard in our galaxy. So.
Exactly. There's an asteroid, the Broussard asteroid,
right? Comet
number 7.0945R, and it's out there. I'm sure.
Yes. Well, but I feel that's a strong enough segue because we are delighted to have him. He's a hilarious stand-up comic, and his stand-up often includes brilliant wordplay, riffs on grammar. So he's already in our wheelhouse. Also, though, he's a puzzler. He has a show on Instagram and YouTube called The Pun Show. It's delightful. Please welcome Matthew Broussard.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, y'all. There's his Cajun. He's half Cajun, half Jewish.
From the South, yeah. It's just too useful of a word. We need a plural second person.
Agree. First of all, I just want to start by saying in your bio, you boast that you like to use semicolons pretentiously.
Yes. You can only use semicolons pretentiously. Anytime you see a semicolon, it could be a period. If you're using a semicolon, you could put a period there. It separates 2 clauses that would otherwise be independent.
Right.
With no conjunction, really. I think the other use for it is like when you're making lists where the items listed could have commas in them. They work as I think semicolons should be renamed the super comma.
Ooh, I like that. That is better.
So, yeah, I like semicolons. I also like M dashes, which have caught in a lot of heat lately.
Oh, I know.
I just feel like they really should get more credit.
I actually went through my books and found all the uses of M dashes, and I was going to post on social media. I was doing it before ChatGPT, and then I got lazy. I should have used ChatGPT to post it. But anyway, I'm with you.
Do you know why it's called an M dash?
No, tell me.
And an M dash, Greg, you know?
Well, it's the length.
I have a theory,
right?
yeah.
And it was the length of those letters in the old...
Because the N dash is smaller. Is that it?
It's the width of an N.
Yeah.
And
I don't know the difference between the use of an M dash and an N dash.
World's different.
Okay.
I believe. Unless there's also a hyphen as well. Anyway.
Well, there is, right. Hyphen would be different. I love this. We're nerding out about punctuation.
We are really going for it.
I know the utility of an M dash. It's great for interruptions and screenplays. Now this is okay. I act as well, and sometimes good screenwriters will do an M dash as an interruption.
Oh.
But some people think an ellipses suffices for the same role. Boy, does it not. Boy, is it the opposite.
Totally not, right?
And when I read a script and it has an ellipses as an interruption, I can't take the project seriously.
Throw it away.
You quit. You just won't do it.
I just can't do it. I can't do it.
No, that has a totally different feeling, right? The ellipses is like you're sort of trailing off.
Right, a trail off.
And the M dash means I've got to interrupt you. I got to jump in.
All right. Well, I let you finish, so there's no M dash or ellipses. But I will say we're going to talk more about nerdy stuff like this in case
For
that's
the rest of the episode, really.
for the rest
I
of
mean, let's just be honest.
No, we have a puzzle. Before I do, though, I just want you to describe your show that people can watch. It's based on visual puns.
Yes. So I have a website called mondaypunday.com. For about 10 years, I put out a new visual pun puzzle every Monday. These are my drawings. And we're doing a show called Pun Show, Pun Show on Instagram, where we play these with people, because that's how I would come up with these. I would go to comedy clubs or go to coffee shops and draw these and see if people could solve them. And it was very fun to watch people work through them, because you get to see a lot about a person when you see them do a puzzle. You get to see who they really are, is my theory. All of the pretenses go away.
Right.
You get to see if that person's competitive or intellectual in ways that they hide, and I love that. But it's drawings. A classic example would be a caveman sculpting a vase, and the answer would be Harry Potter. So it's exact wordplay upon known phrases using puns, using dual meanings of words and images.
Very good. Yeah, it's a delight. And unlike us, you give away like $20 for each pun, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to talk more about that, but I figure, since you are a puzzle and pun lover, I've written a little pun-based puzzle for you. And this one is about puns on city names. Which city are you in right now?
I'm in New York City.
You're in New York, so am I.
So am I.
I don't have a...
Check out the window so we can see. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waving. I do not have a pun based on that, but I do have puns based on others. So the format will be, I'll give a clue, and the answer will always be a word that sounds like a city and a city. So if I said a Jewish sandwich shop in India, in a city in India.
New Delhi.
That would be Des, exactly.
Yeah.
Del.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Someone who is more daring in a Colorado city. Someone who is more courageous in a Colorado. He's got it. He's nodding his head.
Boulder.
Boulder and Boulder. Exactly. You could throw in the "in" if you want. Makes it more
Boulder
natural.
okay.
Boulder and Boulder. Sticking with Colorado, weirdly. What a bride wears on her head in another Colorado city.
Oh, I don't think I know this.
Did I make this up? Did I get this wrong?
Well, because I had the same, Matthew, I thought of the same thing you did, the thing she wears on the top of her head.
Mm-hmm.
Or
He's
over
thinking
her
of something
face.
that
Oh,
covers
got
her
it. Okay,
face.
yes. Okay, yes. I thought there was maybe some term I didn't know.
Some
Okay.
tiara.
Veil.
Veil and veil. Having a meander in the capital city of Italy.
Oh. Having a meander in the capital city of Italy. I don't know the capital. Venice, Milan.
It's the big one. It's where
the big famous one.
Oh,
where the
Rome
gladiators-
in Rome. Wow,
yes,
that's good.
Rome in Rome.
Yeah.
How about the bottom of someone's foot in South Korea?
Soul in Seoul.
A soul in Seoul. A
Yes.
daughter of your frère in France.
Well, you said it in French, but the answer
That's true.
does not have to be.
The answer does have a French accent, I feel. Like you can't pronounce it.
Daughter of your frère.
The daughter of your
brother. Your
Or your
brother's
sister.
daughter.
Oh, niece and niece.
A niece
Yeah.
and niece.
Yes.
Exactly. All
But,
right.
can you do it in Cajun? Can we get the Cajun?
Oh, no, I can't get it. No, it'd be offensive to Cajuns if I
You do
tried.
some very good Cajun.
Uh-huh.
Does Cajun
in your-
have a different, I assume they have a different accent than...
Oh, buddy. It was Cajuns were the Acadians who came to America in around 1650 in Acadia, which is coast of Canada, north of Maine. And in 1750 were kicked out. And all kind of reassembled in Louisiana, where they have stayed to this day. Acadian became a Cajun. It's a mispronunciation
I did
of
not
the
know.
word. And they developed such a distinct dialect that at some point France sent emissaries because they felt the language was being corrupted via this dialect, which is the Frenchest thing that's ever happened.
That's exactly right. They will, yes, they are
Yes.
purists. What are you trying to do to our language? All right, well, we're moving on. We got a few more. We got a super low carb diet in Ecuador. A super low carb diet in Ecuador.
Keto and keto.
That's it. Keto and keto. All right, let's go back to America for a couple. When you've been defeated in New Hampshire, it's also a blank grape. You might have a blank grape, this kind of the green grape, or...
Oh, this is great.
Oh,
That is a great pun.
thank you, Matthew. You are
I really
a
like that
professional.
because it's your brain doesn't like you have to work hard to see that they're actually the same word because they're spelled so differently. Conquered and Concord.
Exactly.
That's lovely. Wow, I've
Thank
never
you,
thought about
Matthew.
that.
I am
Wow.
honored. And look, he thinks about puns all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to see that one drawn, a little picture of, right?
All right, I got two more. I got an exceptionally organized, somewhat uptight person in Taiwan.
Love this one. Type A, Type A. Type A and Type A. I need
Type A and
I'm
Type
sorry,
A.
I'm leaving out the preposition because the efficiency is just so good.
You are welcome to leave it out if it makes you feel better. All right, how about this is a friend who might pressure you. So a friend who might pressure you in South Dakota. I believe it is the capital of South Dakota. So a
I've been to
friend,
South Dakota.
when
What
you
city
have
did
a
I
friend
do?
who pressures, they are applying
No.
blank pressure.
Oh, got it. A peer and Pierre.
Exactly. But apparently it's a peer and peer.
It's pronounced
Pier?
pier. Yeah.
This is a big thing I've noticed. I get to travel a lot. And a lot of times when it's a kind of anglicized word, like if you go to the capital of Russia is Moscow, and there's the city with the same name in Idaho, but they call it Moscow.
Oh, yeah.
right.
That's
And there's a
interesting.
lot of that. Yeah. And then like even like regional things like don't get caught saying Nevada in Nevada.
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That is, and the Gulf of America, of course. It's all very much part of that. Right.
But yeah, they do pronounce it pier in Pierre, South Dakota.
Pierre.
Yeah.
Pierre.
Unlike yes, they are not French in Pierre. They are Americans. All right. Well, we will be back in a moment with more puzzling and more nerdy discussions with Matthew Broussard. Hello, puzzlers. Welcome back to the Hello Puzzlers podcast. We're here with the delightful Matthew Broussard, host of the Pun Show, or I believe he's also said it's the Pun Show on.
Pun Show is the name of it. Yeah.
Okay, well, got it.
We're still working on branding. But.
Got it. Yeah, it's more efficient with just the Pun Show. All right, so here we're going to do a little segment of puzzling questions where we try to get to know the enigma that is our guest, along with we'll work in puzzles. So don't worry, you won't be unpuzzled. I wanted to start with talking puns. I mean, we love puns here. We would not exist without puns, but I feel there are a lot of pun skeptics out there, pun hesitant people who say that I've heard it's the lowest form of humor. Do you have any theories on why the pun hatred? What is going on there?
In some ways, they're right. In terms of pure comedy, they're easy to reverse engineer. Computers can create puns. There's a process by which you can make puns. Good jokes have no route for creating a lot of them. And once that pattern is established to making something, it's less entertaining. I think we are entertained by things that surprise us. And if there's a pattern towards creating things that surprise us, they're no longer surprising. There's also a lack of sincerity. A lot of times to get to a pun, you have to make things up. So if you reverse engineer a pun, as if you make up the circumstances that create that pun, it's not as interesting. Sometimes you go the other way if you're lucky, and you'll arrive at a convergence of things via storytelling that happen to share the duality of one word having disparate meanings. Puns and misdirection are kind of the easiest jokes to write. And when you go to an open mic and watch new comics, they can be used in excess and don't create laughter. And there's also a bit of look how clever I am.
True.
And a pun.
Right.
But then again, I will argue that the 1% of the time misdirection and puns they work better than almost any joke. They're one of the most sophisticated ones. And I will also add the caveat of a lot of people say, I hate puns. I've never laughed at a pun. You might not recognize that what you're laughing at is a pun. It's a broader category than people realize. There's a hidden meaning in a word somewhere. And that duality, your brain flipping the image back and forth and seeing it two different ways, that is where the humor is coming from, the absurdity of it holding perfect meaning in both contexts.
Right. I agree with you. I mean, I think there's a spectrum of puns. I would say also, in defense of puns, I think that, and this might be a stretch, they are helpful in showing that language is slippery and can be ambivalent and ambiguous, and people can manipulate it. So it's
Yes.
like it keeps us sharp and thinking about language. So that it saves democracy. That's my argument.
Yes.
Puns will save democracy. Well, do you have any famous puns that you love from history?
Oh, we will. I mean, from history, we poked you, now we will pierce you.
What's
Was
that?
a campaign slogan for Pierce
interesting.
after poke, I believe.
I did not
Love
know
that.
that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I guess
And that
it
was
worked,
a time when
right?
I think, yeah, I believe they're both presidents from what I remember. So clearly. But I remember that was a point where I think, and there's also something very interesting as I listened to the intelligence by The Economist. Economist has a daily podcast where I get a lot of my news, and they will, no matter the gravity of the story, have a very clever pun as the name, and it's not necessarily meant for the sake of humor. It's just, I think, for the pleasure of seeing someone put thought into what to title it. They've had many great ones, but there was one that was the economy rebuilding and the efforts to do so, and the name of it was Ketchup Mustard. Brilliant.
That's clever.
And then my favorite pun of all time, I don't know who wrote it, was I for one, like Roman numerals. I think it's just the most.
that's so
I think
good.
it's like
That
7
is a
words,
good
and
one.
almost every word holds dual meaning.
That is a
And
good
then-
one.
In stand-up comedy, Gary Goldman has the best of all time, which was he's talking about how he watched a documentary about the people who had to shorten the names of all the states down to 2 letters. And he says, and they finally had to bring in a contractor. I'm sorry, a contractor.
He was a
So
guest.
that-
He was a former guest on the Puzzler,
Yeah.
and yeah,
The
we
greatest.
love him. We love him.
Yeah.
He is a great punster. In fact, I will say I wrote a whole puzzle that I decided was too twee, perhaps too inside baseball, but it was
word.
it was a pun about puns. So for instance, if I were to say wordplay about houses, domestic houses, abodes, and places
Oh.
of residence, that would be a what? That would be a,
I know. I see where you're going.
so it ends with the word pun,
It ends with the word pun.
but then
Uh-huh.
it's a pun on the word pun. So it is another, well, what's a synonym for like a domestic, a place where you live, where the heart is?
Home?
Yeah. So and
Home
multiple
pun,
of those.
okay.
Homespun.
Homespun. So yeah,
Homespun.
I
Okay.
spent half an hour of my life making puns about puns. And you know what? Since I spent half an hour, I'm going to do one more. Wordplay about sorta, kinda.
Punishment.
Punish. Yes, exactly. Punish.
Oh, very good.
Punish.
Punish.
I don't know very good, but there you go. Now, I saw also, in addition to your love of semicolons, you said in your bio that you sculpt cartoon characters. Is that a fact or is that a
Yes.
fiction? That's a fact.
No, that's true. Yes. For years, Pokemon and a lot of different things. Yoshi is one I came back to, but I ended up in the last 5-10 years, I've focused on making my own characters, just because it's more of a challenge.
Nice.
Wait, and you're
more
sculpting
satisfying.
them? You're actually
Polymer clay. So, is this a video podcast?
We
It
don't
is.
use some of the video.
If you want to
Yeah,
show your
I'll
art, we would love to see it.
They're characters. This is my favorite one.
Oh, that is so
Wow.
great.
And I just wanted something that was just weird and didn't resemble anything, which is very hard to do.
Yeah,
hard to
that
make
is.
something
What
that
is
isn't
what is that
clearly
made
inspired.
from, Matthew? What do you?
Polymer clay called Sculpey. So it bakes at 275 degrees in about 10 minutes. So very,
you-
very,
You shape it and then you bake it in the oven.
yep. And lots of armatures, and that's a little old alien squid guy.
Okay,
Looking
yes.
a little bit like the guy from Monopoly.
Oh, okay.
Monopoly
Yeah,
guy.
there's
He's got
a
a little
vibe.
bit of
Yeah.
that vibe about
Yeah, he's
him
got
with
the
cane and-
Pringles can face. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then
The
this
money
was
bags or whatever.
A parrot horse.
A parrot horse with
Caterpillar.
purple and green. And yes, for those who are not watching, the first one was a triple-eyed character with sort of moose antlers.
Mhm.
And listen, just to continue the nerdiness, my son was very into Pokemon, and so I got into it a little. And that has some interesting wordplay. The names of them are like etymology, right?
Incredible. incredible work. I mean, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres are the three legendary birds. That's 1, 2, 3 in Spanish. There's a German equivalent where it's 1, 2, 3 in German. One of my favorites that took me years to figure out is there's an electric sheep named Mareep. And if you rearrange Mareep, you get ampere, which is a unit of, I believe, voltage.
Oh, that's good.
That's one of my favorites.
That's harder
It also
than
alludes to
pecans.
merino, right? Which is the wool of some sheep. Merino, Mareep.
Yes.
Like it has a
there
little bit
you
of
go.
that resonance. That's very cool.
I had one character I made that was my own Pokemon, where there's Mew, and then there's a character called Mewtwo, which is
Right.
a souped-up version of Mew. Well, I thought, Mew is assumably Mew 1 and Mewtwo, so I wanted a character that was in between, and I named it Mewfie, because phi, PHI, is a number, the golden ratio, 1.78. So it's not 1.5, but it's between 1 and 2. So that was my attempt
That
at
is nice.
Pokemon pun.
Taking
As promised, we are nerding out throughout the entire
I mean, that nerdy puns about
lost-
Pokemon. I think that
Yeah.
is like, we are in the sweet spot, people.
Yeah.
I did learn one because Pikachu is one of the most famous ones. And I did not realize a Pika was an animal until maybe like a year ago. But it is. It's like a cute little rodent, right?
little rodent. Yeah.
So there
Very
you
cute, yes. I saw one at the gift shop. They can't, they overheat at like 80 degrees. They have like the most fur per follicle of almost any animal. They're like chinchillas.
go. Oh, okay.
yeah.
So yeah, keep your Pikas cold, people.
People, you gotta.
Important advice here from the puzzler.
All right, before we have I have a couple of more burning questions. One is, you went to Rice University, and that is one of the most punnable colleges, I feel. It is.
Yes.
Were there any rice puns made at Rice?
We had a lot of festivities that were themed. It was a very nerdy school, so we would drink, but we had to have like a themed party in which to do so. And we did a thing called college night where it would be a pun every year. The
Oh.
theme would be a pun. And I think ours was, one I contributed was Power Hour Rangers, because Power Hour was a drinking
Yeah.
event and we wanted
Yeah.
to have a Power Rangers theme. And that was,
Very
and then
good.
Booze Clues. I mean, so many. Buzz Lightyear. I mean, endless. This is just top of the mind.
That is a good use of your college education. There you
Yes,
go.
It was.
And speaking of which, you come from a family of scientists, I believe,
That's right.
and you studied science yourself at Rice.
I studied math,
Oh man, well,
the black sheep of the family.
do you see any links between puzzles and math and comedy, or not at all?
Yes, they're one thing to me. Like to me, it's yes. I think the first thing I love is puzzles. I love a gap in knowledge that when bridge works perfectly one way, but is almost very difficult to cross the other way. It's almost like a function. It's similar to the way the blockchain works, where it's very easy to output, but once you have the output, it's very hard to find the input. I think puzzles are a similar way. Once I give you the ending, it's almost impossible to imagine how you couldn't solve it. Right? And it's
Oh, I like
conclusive,
that.
but working towards it is very difficult. And math is puzzles. My love for math is just my love for puzzles. I personally feel math is just the best puzzles. Everything else is one tier below. Good math is really good puzzles.
It's really good puzzles,
And then
for sure.
I think that comedy and jokes, a joke is, my definition, a rapid decompression of absurd information. So the speed with which your mind has to hold, absurd's a good word, but preposterous. Something holding opposite dualities, simultaneous proximity and disparity at once. That's why
Right.
puns are great jokes, because it's two things at once that are very different and at once the same. I think almost all of comedy's comparisons and those extremes being balanced.
That's more
that
than
is
enough.
puzzles, that is jokes, that is math. Yeah.
I love that, because that's our theory too, right, Greg? Or at least mine. We had Mike Reese, the Simpsons writer, for like 30 years on The Simpsons, and he's a huge puzzler, and he says puzzles are jokes and jokes are puzzles. He gives the example: a skeleton walks into a bar and says, "I'll have a beer and a mop."
Mhm.
So, and it takes you a second to solve what's going on. Like you said, it's too much information at once, and then you have to unpack it. Because, of course, he drinks the beer, goes on the floor, you need a pop.
A to see a gap in knowledge for you
that's-
to rebuild.
There it is.
A neural short circuiting.
Well, we've got more puzzles and jokes and nerdery when we come back with the great Matthew Broussard. Hello, puzzlers. We are back with Matthew Broussard, the host of The Pun Show and a delightful comedian and word-obsessed human being. And I believe that Chief Puzzle Officer Greg Pliska has also prepared.
I do.
Yes.
I do have a puzzle. Well, Matthew, I wanted to talk about Hyperbolic, your comedy special.
Thank you for watching.
I loved it. And where can people find that?
YouTube.
That's
right on my YouTube, Matthew Broussard Hyperbolic.
And it is hilarious fun.
Thank you.
And one of the things you riff on in that show is the French word EAU.
Yeah.
You talk about that for a minute. What is it about that?
It's emblematic of the inefficiency of French phonetics. My dad spoke French. He always pressured me to learn it. It was his parents' native tongue in Louisiana. I hated it. I am monolingual, which I will be insecure about until the day I die. But the inefficiency of letters is maddening to me because I also had to learn Hebrew, which is a language with insane efficiency of phonetics.
Right.
Only consonants.
Right? Yeah.
Almost no. Can consonants make a diphthong, or are diphthongs only vowels?
Oh, that's a great question.
I'll look it up while you guys talk.
Same? A diphthong is definitely two vowel sounds together.
Two vowels. Okay.
There may be a different name for when you smash up the consonants. I don't know.
Either way, most of the letters do the word. Similar to Japanese, almost every letter does its job. And French, such waste. Such waste. O itself is a word that could be one vowel, but it's three vowels, EAU, none of which are the vowel that it sounds like. And that is maddening to me.
It's a very good bit. Well, that was inspired this puzzle, where every answer is a word that ends in EAU or EAUX. I'll clue the word, but also a clue as if that ending meant water.
Oh.
Sort of like the Holmes pun thing that AJ did earlier. So for example, if I said former Prime Minister Justin or water that has been made perfectly level.
That's great.
That would be Trudeau, right?
Yes.
Trude.
I love that you use the D. The D in Trude is lovely.
Trying to be authentic. I will confess there's a point where that authenticity, I get a little inconsistent. I let some letters go away.
I call it slant punning is what I call that, where you have to cheat a little bit to get
slant.
A Z. The ZS duality really throws me. That I'm not a fan of.
Right? Yeah, I'm with you, right? The voiced consonant Z versus the unvoiced S.
Yeah.
And people mix those up all the time when they're punning.
And some people are okay with that, and I won't call it out, but that whole Cole's Law joke.
Yes.
Not as good because of that.
Not as good.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to cut half these puns now because
I've done it. Believe me, I've
there's
done
a few.
Look,
there's only so many words that end in EAU, so we're gonna, but I think we can get through all of these. All right, here's your first one: wine or water that is so not interested.
Bordeaux.
Love it. Love it.
How about a guy who sat by Walden Pond or water for a Nordic superhero?
That would be Thoreau.
Yes.
Uncle of Justin Thoreau.
No.
Yeah.
I guess not.
Truly.
Come on.
Or great uncle.
Yeah,
yes, they are related.
Yeah.
That's interesting. We were just trash talking Thoreau on a Henry David and I feel a little guilty. I like Justin though. I like Justin.
Yeah.
All right. City in Alaska or the water that you get in the first month of summer?
Juneau,
Alaska. Exactly.
I made it Juneau. Juneau?
Juneau?
No.
I don't know. How about the clothes and linen that a bride collects for her married life or water for a pause in the fighting?
Oh, wow. Can you say the first part again?
Yeah, the clothes and linen that a bride collects for her married life, traditionally.
Oh.
And what's the other part?
Or water for a pause in the fighting.
Water for a pause in the fighting. Like
so
a boxing?
If you're going to pause the fighting, you're going to pause a war.
CISO? I mean,
no, there's another word for coming to some kind of agreement to end the fighting.
Oh, I don't know
I
this
see.
word. Is it trousseau?
Trousseau is the word, yes.
Trousseau is a type of fabric.
Trousseau is actually the collection of stuff it's a
Oh.
very old concept. You probably find it in Jane Austen novels, not as much in the 21st century.
Well, I'm going to read it 3 times this week somewhere, just
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you said that. It's going to show up tonight.
And you recently got married,
That's right.
So you did not have a
congratulations.
trousseau.
I did not have a trousseau.
Well,
we had a
Thing
dinosaur
that's
themed
very
wedding,
modern. Very
Wait,
modern.
a dinosaur-themed wedding? Is that?
Yeah, the venue had surprised us last minute and said there's going to be dinosaurs all over. It was a flower garden, and my wife was like, "Let's roll with it." So we leaned into it.
So did that mean like dinosaur costumes, or what was, or dinosaur
We
food?
had life-size dinosaur exhibits all over. So big, roaring, real-to-life dinosaurs. We had dinosaur-themed drinks. Our tables were all named after dinosaurs, and we walked off. We walked out of the wedding to the Jurassic Park theme song.
I love it.
Come
I hope
on.
you stomped.
I'm so glad it's not a sore subject with you guys.
Water that you eat that you have with a meal,
Water that you have with a meal
or
is
the theme of my wedding.
Yes.
Very good. Very good.
Dinosaur.
Working on the fly here.
Yeah.
Dino. Okay.
All right. How about high flatland or water that you bring for actor Oliver or Ben?
Oh, high flatland. Oh, plateau.
Well
Plateau,
done.
yes.
Well
yes.
done.
Great
are
Oliver
fun.
Platt and Ben Platt. How about the famous mime or water from the red planet? And now we're getting into that, territory that we don't like.
Yeah. I'll take Marceau.
Yeah.
Yes.
Marceau or Marceau. Well, it's not.
Oh yeah, Matthew's not
That-
happy.
this is very much. This is such a limited category already that you have to take a little.
You'll
bit of
allow it.
bend.
Thank you. Thank
You
you. I
are
appreciate
very
that.
liberal.
Appreciate
You gave
that.
By
yourself
the
a
way-
very specific.
Somewhat relevant fact. I once interviewed Marcel Marceau, and the joke is he didn't shut up. Like he really just yammered on and on. So there you go. I guess he was like just waiting to pop.
Yeah, he spent his whole life silent. He
Yeah.
finally got the chance.
Exactly.
All right. Another one that we got to take a little license with, an orange flavored liqueur or water for a really smart data worker.
Wow. I do not
Oh.
know that one.
No, I don't know this one either. Can
it's
you say it one more time?
Yeah,
Orange?
it's an orange flavored liqueur or it's water for a really smart data worker.
A data worker.
It's a 5-letter word you use for somebody who works in the
I got it.
You know
Oh,
what
you
it
do?
is.
Quanto?
Yeah,
quant?
you got it.
Oh,
Cointreau.
boy.
is the
Oh,
liqueur.
wow. All right.
I know. Quant. That's actually quant is. I know from my finance days.
Yeah, exactly. It's someone who works at a finance office and is the sort of smart math person.
It's a banker without social skills.
All right. How about a small flat-bottomed boat or water for a nocturnal flying mammal?
Is it bateau?
Bateau, yes. Yes, very good. Like those boats that go on the Seine are bateaus. This one requires a little bit of, you got to ignore one consonant sound in this one. It's 2 words that are stuck together to form a new word, like brunch, or Natalie's water.
Oh yes, this one's great. Portmanteau.
Portmanteau, exactly. There's that extra T in there I couldn't, deal with, but it works out.
I had a term I thought of, which is a portmanteau that can loop back around on itself. I can't think of the example, but you could flip it around any number of times 3 ways, and it would be a portmanteauroborus.
Wow, look at that.
The snake that's eating itself.
That is
with
a deep cut. I
Portmanteauroborus.
like it. I like it.
I think you got to write that puzzle and come
Yes.
back and give us the Portmanteauroborus puzzle.
Oh, it was 3 people whose names. That's what it was, but I can't remember who they were. It was 3 people whose names, the last name could be the first person of the next.
Oh,
and you could
that's
draw
a
it
good
in a
one.
circle such that you continuously read names.
Right. You like, Larry, David, Foster, Wallace, Sean, but it would have to go
Something
back
like
around
that.
somehow.
Mhm.
Oh, that's good. A French castle or what you did when preparing for a colonoscopy.
That's great. Chateau.
Chateau.
There you go.
Chateau.
That is
It's
just a
it's
French
like
word.
nobody really wants to think about that. As great as it might be, you don't want to.
And if it's done by an animal that enjoys a mammal that enjoys high altitudes, it'd be Chateau Marmont.
Good one.
Well, AJ, I have one for you.
Oh, I'm ready. Yeah.
A back specialist who lives near the pyramids.
Oh, who lives near the pyramids? Oh man, I don't know. A back special. There's chiropractor. There's oh, that's
You
good.
said it.
All right,
Yeah.
chiropractor. So I'm trying to think.
I think that's it.
Wait.
No?
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
Cairo. I don't know why it didn't sink in.
That's it.
Oh, very
that's-
good. Very.
Cairo.
Oh, you were going back to the cities.
Sorry, the first. That's what I was hitting you.
I
AJ,
love it.
sorry.
Okay,
But if it's a very,
chiropractor.
if
It's both.
Yeah.
Cairo. No.
No, it doesn't quite work. But if it's a very old back specialist, it would be a Giza geezer.
Ah,
I love
that's kind of where I was thinking too.
You're
Geese.
going that way.
Well, this has been delightfully nerdy, and I've had a great time. I don't know.
Thank you so much.
I hope others have. And by the way, I think we talked about it, but just in case, the whole EAU, people should go and see this special for many reasons.
Hyperbolic.
But you had a whole riff on the EAU, and that it's the only letter they don't include is O. It's every other vowel. But
A lot of vowels.
A lot of
A lot of
vowels.
vowels in that language.
well, thank you, Matthew. And once again, it's the Pun Show and the special
Hyperbolic. on,
Hyperbolic.
YouTube.
And then Puncho on Instagram is the name.
Love it. Well, we enjoyed having you very much. I should end with a pun, but I wasn't prepared. Greg, you got a pun to end us?
I've used all the puns.
I can end with the worst pun I've ever written.
Oh yeah, let's hear. What is
/ the best. I'm Jewish. Jews eat Chinese food on Christmas. And this is actually a Hanukkah tradition. Hanukkah celebrates a candle lasting 8 days when it only should have lasted 1. But to burn that long, it couldn't burn as bright. And if you add it all up, you get a dim sum, which is why on Christmas Jews eat Chinese. That upset Greg.
Triggered him. Well, that was delightful. And
What's great about that is in the right context, you don't even have to do the whole explanation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have, if you get the right group of people,
Yes.
Right.
You just say, hey, guys, dim sum. And everybody goes, oh, hilarious.
Yep.
Anyway, very good.
There you go. Well, thank you, Matthew. A pleasure. Hope you come back, and we'll be following your show and your work. And everyone else, we'll see you soon. But in the meantime, you can have even more puzzling at our Patreon. We started a Patreon, and it's got all sorts of fun features. There's chats and bonus episodes and all sorts of stuff.
Share your own puns there.
Yes, we need more puns about puns. And of course, we will see you next time for more puzzling puzzles that will puzzle you puzzlingly.